Welcome, ancestors. It is time for Developer Stream number 18, and this week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So, normally when we all gather here, it's because some new content has launched and we want to hop in a game and check it out together, and we'll still keep doing that, but we wanted to mix things up a little bit and start doing some streams in between weeks when we aren't launching new content, where we can preview some of the cool stuff that's going to be coming down the road. So, there's so much to show off today. We are going to be starting off with talking about keys. So, I'm going to post a link into the Twitch chat. For right now, we are still going to be distributing our keys using this link. It's a Gleam campaign. You just go in here. It's got a few simple things that you need to complete. You can just pick 2 of them and you will earn your key. And then you can redeem it instantly. So no need to wait or anything like that. We are looking at changing the way that we distribute keys moving forward. So that's something that you guys will probably see pretty soon. But that's not going to be happening for this week, or at least that isn't the plan. So for now, I don't know, share the link with your friends, grab a key for yourself if you don't have one yet, and we can all hop in and play together. So, that was the easy part. Now we've got some of the really spicy stuff. I'm going to switch over to my desktop so that everyone can see here, and we're going to start talking about the new crafting. Oh, this way. All right, so let me switch over. Ooh, I lied. I want to show you something before we get to that. So Heartland Horrors, if you guys were here for last week, we had our Monster Mash, and that's where everyone hopped in together, and we celebrated the end of the Deep Night by getting especially spooky with a trick-or-treat event, and we spawned in every Heartland Horrors that has ever been made into the Heartlands at the same time. It was pure chaos. It was awesome. It was some of the most packed I've seen the server during one developer stream, so thank you to everyone who participated in that. But now it's time to say goodbye to those creeps for a little while and to make some new creepy crawlies of our own. So if this is your first time tuning in and you don't know what I'm talking about, a Heartland Horror is basically a community-submitted creation. You guys give me the idea about what you want me to make. It is a mashup using things that we already have in the game, but I will alter them however you need me to, and I can add little appendages to them within reason. And I don't know, we narrow it down to 2. You guys vote on a final one. It's just a fun way of getting things into the game right away that aren't exactly canon. So again, if you aren't familiar with it, we took a creature called the Cylinder Man, which has not been in the game in any capacity for quite a while, and we gave him the face of the craftsman, and he wiggled his eyebrows and stuff. It was bizarre, but it was great. So really, anything goes. Just submit to the forums if you guys have an idea. All it takes is just typing in your response, and I will do all of the crafting and creating for you. So that will be open for the next week. Then voting will start, and we will debut it in a few weeks on another developer stream. So get those ideas in there and stay posted for what's going to happen next. All right. Next up on the agenda, holiday skins. So speaking of the Deep Night, we had a set of Deep Night skins that we released. There were Deep Night, and there were also trick-or-treat themed skins to celebrate the holiday season. And the winter holidays are coming up after Thanksgiving, or at least in the US, that's kind of our in-between. And so we want to start thinking ahead to the future about how we're going to be celebrating those winter holidays. The Heartland will change once again, kind of like it did in fall. No specifics on that yet to share, but it'll be snowy, it'll be wintry. And so along the same theme, we're going to need a set of skins and attachments to go with it. So attachments, if you aren't familiar with maybe the 3 categories, there are things that go above your head, things that are kind of like at body level. So That can be wings, things on a stick is sort of the other thing. So like we have like a fish on a fishing pole and stuff like that. And then there's beneath the feet attachments, and those are going to be things that as your character is walking, it's going to leave behind footprints. For Deep Night, for example, we had one that was really creepy with a bunch of like tiny little spiders that would all kind of pool underneath your feet as you walked. So what those things look like are really up for interpretation, and we want your ideas for what that should look like for this winter event. Now, because this is a global audience, we want to make sure that we're being sensitive to all religions and cultures and things like that. So just like with our sort of trick-or-treat event, we veered away from like Day of the Dead imagery. For our winter event, I would say try and lean away from any sort of religious affiliated winter imagery. So Jesus, for example, that would not work as a skin. Santa, however, that has multiple meanings to multiple cultures, that's okay. So a Santa skin is fine. So just keep that in mind with the ideas that you're submitting. A few things that we're kind of thinking about right now is like maybe turning the druid into Rudolph, for example, giving him the little light up nose, stuff like that. So we're really open to a lot of different ideas. Gingerbread man, that would be fun too. But I've left a template in there for you guys. If you can just share what you would be interested in for each class, and then ideas for attachments that would go above the head, at body level, in one way or another, or beneath the feet. So I'm really looking forward to reading those, and I think that'll be really, really cool. Next. All right. So this post has been on the forums for a little while, and there's been some good discussion around it, but I am always trying to encourage more because the more ideas we get, the better, obviously. So we have two major feature changes and updates rolling in. The first is going to be to crafting, which is something that we've put on the forums, and then the next is going to be this new and mysterious feature, which I will get into soon, although you can probably guess what it's going to be based on the text. These videos can be found, if you haven't seen them yet, on this forums post all about crafting cues and sort of our call for help, but you can pull these videos up. They're spaced out kind of weird. The forums doesn't really like me uploading these big videos into one post, but it'll kind of slowly run through what these things look like. But these are our plans for what the new crafting UI is going to look like, with the addition of a new crafting queue. And that is sort of a new feature. That's something that you guys have requested. And I totally agree. I think it's really great. I'm really excited about us actually getting it into the game. So let me pull this up. There we go. We have the craftsman. He's in his usual spot. There's all kinds of crafting tents here normally. So the way it is right now in game, if I want to craft more than one thing, I have to kind of flop between the different craftsmen. There's a lot of running around involved and things like that. And the bummer, the downside of that right now is just that you can't access all of your craftsmen in one place, which is kind of creating some unnecessary friction. And then you also can't currently queue up items. So let's say something takes 30 seconds to craft. It's not really long enough for you to want to go run out into the heartlands and do things, but 30 seconds is kind of an annoying time to just be standing around and waiting. So now you can go to the craftsman, you can queue all of those items up, and when you come back, they'll all be ready. And then of course, just like we have right now, you can use your in-game currency to speed up those crafting timers so you don't have to wait at all. So let's run through it together. I will talk us through the process as we go. This obviously is a mock-up. It is not pixely at all. It doesn't fit the game style. This is just from our artist, sort of our internal art that we're using just to kind of mock up what this UI is going to look like. So of course we have refining, crafting, modifying, and dismantling. So let's see. Oh gosh, there's so many things to pick from. let's go with the queuing up first because that is something I'm really excited about. So in our new UI, here you can see all of our craftsmen at one time, which is super convenient. Here are two that we already have. Here's one that we can unlock for 500 Electrum. Keep in mind, most of the numbers in here are like placeholder types of things, just to sort of see what it would look like. So if there are values in here that don't seem right, don't worry about any of that. Don't take the numbers too literally. It's much more about sort of the conceptual part of the queue here. And then here's our locked craftsman down at the bottom. So here we have something that we've already queued up and it's already in the process of crafting, but I don't want to wait around for it. So I can spend 125 Electrum and it's going to make it craft instantly. Boop. So now that it's all crafted, it's going to change color so I can tell that it's all finished. And I'm going to claim this item right away. Boop. We're going to get this little inventory pop up. It was added. And there we go. It's that simple. Now, I'm going to go to my other craftsman, see what he's up to. I want him to start crafting something because right now he doesn't have anything in progress. He's not in the middle of working on anything. So let's give him something to do. Here's our list of things that we can craft. The first will be auto-selected, but let's see what this other item is. Okay, this looks good to me. This one we can queue up at least 5. So I'm going to use these arrows to, oh my god, words are hard, increase the number of things that are being crafted up to 2. Boink. And let's bring it up to 3. So now we've hit a capacity of 3 out of the 5 things that we can be crafting up. And let's craft them. And so we're paying some Electrum. It's crafting. It's got that bar on there. And you can also see the progress bar over on this left side on the tab, which is super nice. So let's say all 4 of these guys are hard at work and they all are at different stages. You don't have to flip between all of them anymore to see where they're at. Especially, you don't need to run between them. So just all across the board, I would say it is a lot more convenient. It's a lot more accessible, and that's something I'm really excited about. Now, let's go see what this guy's up to. Okay, so he's still going. We can just toggle back and forth as much as we want. Nothing to do here, so let's go back. Boop, and that's it. And whenever those items are ready, we can claim them just like we normally would. Let's see. Yeah, that is going to be super, super nice. I agree with you, Joker J. It is going to be a lot more, it's going to feel a lot better for everyone. Now let's check in on some of these other things here. How about refining? What is that going to look like? So it'll automatically select materials based on the first one that's listed. So let's check out this craftsman and let's go to the charms button over here because we're going to try refining a charm. We can fuse them to make a higher level charm, but let's switch out one of these things first. So I don't want this one. It's level 3. I'm going to pick this other one instead, which is going to give me a damage bonus. That's what I want. Perfect. Now let's go back to that refine. Here's everything that's going to be fused together and let's bring them together. Now we can see the amount of time that's left. Once again, that's being reflected on this tab over here. I don't feel like waiting, so I'm going to use a little bit of Electrum and boom, it's done. There's my level 4 charm that I want. It's going to be added to my inventory and I can click OK and we're all done. Good stuff. Now let's run through, let's see, dismantling. We haven't done this yet. Okay, so the person who I selected right now is busy. He's in the middle of crafting something else. It looks like there's something queued. I also forgot to mention you can see, in addition to the progress bar for how much time is left on that one item, there's also this item slot bar. So this guy, he can be queuing up to 5 items at once. This guy down here can only be queuing up to 3 items at once. So he only has one thing left in his queue, and it's going to be 3 minutes and 24 seconds until it's done. So we'll let him do his work. He is busy. Let's check this guy out instead. And I'm going to dismantle this item because I want to use those materials to make something different. So here's my inventory. This is what I want to dismantle. I'm just going to select it, click the dismantle button, and that's as simple as it gets. It'll tell me what I'm going to get, what my chances are of getting each thing is, and then just like everything else, I can finish that early by selecting the Finish Now button. So ka-ching, ka-ching, it's all done. I'm going to click to claim that, and all of those cool new materials are going to be added to my inventory, which you can access just by pressing I as usual. And it's that simple. I believe the only thing we haven't done yet is modifying. So let's check that out. So this modify menu, let's see. He's busy once again. He's still crafting that other thing. So let's go to this guy. I've selected the available craftsman. So I want to change this item's prefix. We're already on one, so let's check out the details on this protective hunter leather item. And I want to add an imprint to it. And you can also check out the description here so you can see what's going on. You can add imprints for better odds. It's going to be something random that you get. Let's click it. And here we go. I'm going to click on the damage imprint because that's what I want. Right now I have a healing imprint focused. Boop. So 20% will be damage and then 80% will be random. Let's click on it again. And now I have a much higher chance at damage, and let's re-roll for that prefix. So now I have a 40% chance at re-rolling something that's going to be doing damage as opposed to that 60%. And let's re-roll. And it's all queued up here. I can see what I selected, and I'm going to click to finish it up. There it is. I got damaged. It was worth it. The 40% worked in my favor. I'm going to claim it, and boom. So now that it's been claimed, the menu is going to revert back to auto-select that first item in the list again. It'll always kind of go back to just what was up at the top. You're all done. You can just click to exit, and you'll be taken out of that menu. So I'm really, really excited about these new changes to the Craftsman. Almost all of these updates are based on community feedback. So I'm really grateful to all of you who have been patient with our sort of clunky crafting presence of yesterday and are excited about the beautiful, streamlined crafting process of tomorrow. But that being said, things aren't completely finalized yet. The reason why we wanted to show it on stream and the reason why we put it on the forums is because if there's something that wasn't obvious to us when we put this together, much like you guys have pointed these things out in the past, we definitely want to put it in your hands again. So if you have ideas about what should be changed or fixed, you can head over to our Hot Topics forum and please just come over to our crafting queue thread, leave your ideas down here, and we will check those out. Yeah, anything will be super helpful. Thank you, by the way, to GH Mate. This was some really awesome feedback. GH, you always leave really great feedback in general. So if you're here, thank you. You're a rock star. Awesome. Now, I think everyone's been patient enough. It is time to check out a new feature. All right. Let me pop back over to this. Now, this is not usually where the seamstress hangs out, but for the sake of this mock-up, she's chilling up here. So she'll be staying in the same place as usual. No worries about that. Let's click on her. Ooh! You can now change the colors on your skins. This is going to be something that can be fully customizable using the 16 colors that we're going to offer you guys to pick from. So we have your primary color and your secondary color. And on the Harbinger, that primary color is going to be anything that's green and the secondary is going to be anything that's yellow, so kind of like the trim. And you can preview what those changes are going to look like. And there are going to be two different types of dyes that you can apply to these skins. There's going to be one-time use dyes, which is like, I have my Harbinger. I want to change his primary color to blue. I can use it that one time. It will make the primary color blue forever on that one character, but if that Harbinger dies and I want to make my next Sentinel blue, I'm going to have to buy another one. So those single-use dyes, you can buy those with Bloodstone. The other type is going to be I don't know what the name is going to be for it yet, if it's just like a permanent. Well, it's not permanent because you have to reapply it, but basically it stays in your inventory and you can always reuse it again and again and again. And those are something that you can purchase at an Electrum cost. So let's go ahead and preview what this is actually going to look like. I'm going to select my primary color so I know that I'm going to be changing the green color, and I think that the Harbinger would look pretty in pink. So let's grab this nice salmon tone here. Looking good. And let's lock it in. Awesome. Now let's see what this looks like. How about purple as a secondary color? Pretty solid. We can apply it. Infinite, that's it. So there are single-use and infinite dyes. Locking it in is going to auto-select that other color, so now that primary color is going to be selected. And I already had the pink one because it was an infinite use dye, but I'm going to have to purchase the purple one. Oh, sorry. I think some of the text up here is a little swapped around. Okay. Anyways, to purchase the infinite use pink dye, my apologies, I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to click the finish button, and that's going to close out this menu. And now I have a pink and purple Harbinger. So I think this will be super fun, especially once we have like different holidays and stuff that you guys want to celebrate, like Halloween. Get that orange and black chroma dye on there, and that'll look super, super cool. Yeah, anything that you want. And by the way, let me go back here. Oh. Going back. Okay. You can do the same primary and secondary color for all of them. So there's like a white and black one, for example. If I want my Harbinger to be wearing like completely black, I can select the primary color, make it black, secondary color, make it black, and you can basically do whatever you want. So again, there are 16 options, but how you mix and match those is going to be totally up to you. So I'm really excited to see what kind of creations you guys make. This isn't something that's actually in the game yet, so I can't actually run through any other color combinations. We just sort of have this purple and pink example for you guys right now. But that's something that'll be coming in the next few weeks, and I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. But I have even better news. So when we did this in this example, we applied these color changes to this Harbinger. So now he's purple and pink, but this is just the default skin. And we could have stopped there, but why would I do that when I want to be a purple hot dog? So you can actually apply all of these chromas, or as we're calling them, skin dyes, to any of them. So any skin you want, it will be separated into a primary and secondary color, and you can apply these dyes to it. So that will be really funky, and I'm even more excited to see what you guys come up with. Again, I'm picturing like a lot of the food, the meat skins, what those are going to look like. That'll be really, really weird. So I'm really excited. And it'll look totally badass on some of our other ones, especially like some of the Halloween trick-or-treat skins. You know, I'm just picturing like some of those costumes, the way that they can be worked with, or like a gray and white scarecrow, like that would look super cool. So you can really use them to create what kind of look you want to go for. Personally, I'm excited about the fact that we're introducing some sort of softer colors. I'm very girly. I would love if we could apply a little bit more pink in the heartlands, but that's not really on brand. I understand it's not a happy and pink place, but I can be a happy and pink Harbinger, okay? So you'll see me running around in my totally pink druid outfit, and it's gonna look great. So good stuff. If you guys have any questions, I can try and answer that for you, but it should be coming pretty soon. I'm very, very excited about that. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh, as always, by the way, there isn't a forums thread for it right now. I can go create one as soon as the stream is over, but if you have any thoughts about these chromas or any colors that you would really want to see in there that maybe we wouldn't think of otherwise, you know, maybe something a little bit more crazy in neon, I don't know, something like that. Once again, head over to the forums, and as always, we are super, super excited to see what kind of stuff you guys come up with. So last but not least, let me check my itinerary here. Okay, excellent. It's time to talk about server testing. So I have a mission for all of you. Let me pull this up for myself here. We are going to be running a stress test on November 15th, and it's going to be from 4 to 5 p.m. Central Time. That's 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern, whichever one is more comfortable for you. So that's the time that we normally have our streams, but it's going to be on Thursday. So the day after our developer stream, November 15th. And our goal is to load the servers up with as many people as we possibly can. And when I say that, I want to see hundreds of people hopping into Survive By. The goal is to push things as much as we can, to break them, to see what happens. It's going to be wild. If you guys were here for the Monster Mash, I mean, you guys saw how chaotic it was when we had that many people all in there shooting and doing things at once. That's the kind of craziness that I want to see. And to reward all of you for hopping in, we're going to be giving out a full smorgasbord of Zenith buffs, which means every single one of the Zenith buffs is going to be active at the same time. It's going to be wild. We're also looking at possibly sending you guys something in the mail. We're going to see what that looks like, but you might be able to test out our new die system for yourself. So we'll see. I'm really excited, but more than anything, I just really want to see you guys in game. Real quick, I'm going to hop into the game actually and just pull up that Zenith menu just to refresh our memory on what all of those buffs are. But if there was ever a time to really level up that character, to get those crafting materials that you need, this is going to be it. So I'm super excited to see you guys on November 15th from 4 to 5 p.m. Central Time. Spread the word, distribute those keys to all your friends, and let's make the Heartland wild. Whew. Okay, let me pull this up. Let's see. Open up Survive By real quick here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about what that stress test is going to be like, please let me know. Some people in the US will be at work, but I would say that 8 to 4 is usually a pretty standard work schedule here. So, we at the studio are more like 9 to 5, but I would say it would totally be possible that we might have another stress test at some point that would be in a different time zone. Oh my gosh. Passwords are hard, guys. Let me focus on this all the way for just one moment. Whew. So, yes, it's possible that we might host another one, and that's something that also, if there's a time that works really, really well, if you're in EU, let us know, and that's something I can bring back. I would say that it certainly wouldn't hurt to have more than one stress test, right? So for that day on November 15th, it will just be at that one time, but possibly the next week, we'll have to see. Let me pull up Survive By. Go. Oop. Let me hop that over here. And bring that Twitch window over here so I can see what you guys are saying. Awesome. Man, I'm still not over how cool this new menu looks. This is so awesome. Will there be a date for the Craftsman update release? We haven't announced one yet, but it will be really, really soon. Really, really soon, meaning in the next couple weeks. And I know that it's definitely a big priority for us, so hopefully sooner rather than later. Let me hop into the influence here. So this is the Zenith. These are all the different buffs that we have. So right now, only the Boreal Shaman influence is active. I just want to note, by the way, that even though our big update pushes are only happening every other week, things like the Zenith, the weekly quests that go on, that's something that is still going to change every single week. So that does reset, even if we don't push out a big update or a hotfix or anything like that. So because the shaman is active, we're going to get that silver drop rate buff. Money, money, money. Our other ones are a rare Ancestral Legacy chance buff, experience, crafting material drop rates, valor increase, a Saka chance buff, and a card pack chance buff, meaning if you buy a card pack that is of a lower tier, because we sort of separate them into like sort of a more general and then more of like a legendary type of card pack, you have a higher chance at getting something better. So this is, imagine all of these being active at once. It's going to be great. You guys are going to be leveling a lot faster than usual, really loading up your inventory with a lot of helpful things for crafting. And that's going to be something that you guys will be able to hold on to until we do our one massive reset when the game does go live on Steam. That date hasn't been announced yet either, but I'm very excited about it. And yep. So, let's see, November 15th. Wow, that is already next Thursday. So I will be sure to remind all of you in next week's developer stream. And as a reminder, next week is also going to be when we have another update going live too. And then the following day, we're going to have that crazy server stress test. So that's all I've got for you guys today for general updates. I'm really excited to see all of you hop into the forums and give me those Heartland Horror ideas. I would say that we've had fewer submissions the last few times that I've put it out there. And so if you submit something, you definitely have a good chance of it being picked. So just whatever is in your wildest dreams or nightmares, please let me know. And then once again, we went through all that crazy crafting stuff together, and there is still time to get your ideas in there. So head over to the forums. That's on our Hot Topics forum. And you can let me know what ideas you have. And the chromas, the skin dyes, those will be coming out pretty soon as well. So we have a little bit of time left in our stream. If you guys want to hop into game, I'd say I'm down to run one dungeon together. I'll give you guys a few minutes to log in if that's something that you're interested in. I can get us through something, maybe like we can do a raid together, something like that. But otherwise, if you're just here for the updates, that's all I've got until next week. So tune in on the forums. Of course, we also do have Twitter and we have Facebook. And if you've been sitting there refreshing your email, no worries. You can get that key using the link that I posted into chat. I will post it one more time, and you can instantly claim one. I'm going to hop into game for a little bit, just because we can't have a dev stream where we don't do anything, right? Let me open up these spaces. Benyo, I'd love to see your dev studio pictures. Actually, let me see something. I might have good news for you. So this summer, very nice. Okay, this summer we made a video tour of Human Head. So here, I'll show this real quick. This is kind of fun. Oh, there's a clip in the beginning where I open the door. Let me show you here. Zoop. Okay, so this is where we are. Ta-da! Folks developing the game. There's me wearing a turtleneck. What up? Here's our studio. And we're going through. Here's our kitchen area. Check out all of us making some popcorn. We got a popcorn machine. Good stuff. Running down the hallway. Oh, there's one of our producers. Our printer. A lot of our art folks hanging out over here. A bunch of people in a conference room. One of our environment artists on the game. We do a lot of our sound in-house, so a lot of the sound effects from Survive By were actually created in that studio. A few of our Survive By programmers and producers. And we're running around through here, some of our administrative folks. going out the back door into the parking lot. And that's all we got. So that's Human Head Studios. Very cool. Let's go back to the game here. All right. Let's pick a character to play. So I think it's been a long time since I played as one of the meat skins, and I miss my hot dog friend, so I'm gonna call him, I'm gonna call him Angus, like Angus beef. I'm extremely hungry right now, guys, so all I can think about is food. Nightmare-X. Well, we get closed beta rewards for testing the game after the reset. That's totally something that we've talked about internally, but it's not something that we have disclosed yet. So keep posted. We really appreciate all of the work that you guys have done as a community, and I cannot wait for this game to go live on Steam so that we can just get everyone in here. But we definitely want to thank you in some way, so I can't say what that will be yet, but it's definitely something that we're thinking about. And even without a reward going out there, just for now, I certainly want to tell all of you just how much I personally really appreciate all the stuff that you guys do for us. I am in those forums all the time reading all of the feedback that you guys give, and some of the folks in this community are just so crazy dedicated. It is awesome. One of my favorite moments working here, I got a 6-page long letter from someone about their ideas for the game. That was wild, just to think that there are so many folks who are so committed to helping make this game as awesome as it can be. That is really, really cool. So thank you. All right. And what did I pick? I picked a Harbinger. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let me go through here and ooh. Oh, yes. I forgot I had this. Okay, so I leveled this up crazy high. So my special attack is gonna deal almost 10% additional damage. This is gonna be so sick. So I'm gonna get target weakness in here. All the crazy kids are playing follow-up these days. Let me see if I have follow-up. No, I don't. I can't hang with you guys. All right, I'm gonna have to earn one of those. Let me go back actually and see what I just pick. I picked. All right, I want to get a set bonus. So I don't have anything else for the Harbinger, but let's see if I have any damage bonus cards. Oh, damage bonus cards that I can add. Yes. So when I'm taking damage, there's a 7% chance I'm going to fire short range, 4 short range bullets in a cross pattern. That's going to be cool. And I'm going to get that damage bonus, so an additional 10%. I will take it. Do you guys have any legacies that you really super love? I was reading a meta forum earlier, which is always really cool just to see what you guys are building right now. And follow-up, that really seems to be the thing to pick. Vampiric, I wish I had something higher level. Huh. After this, I think I'm gonna have to buy some legacies. Vampiric is my favorite. I kind of have a thing about vampires. I think it's because I grew up in the generation that was like way too into Twilight. So I blame that. I started watching Castlevania on Netflix. Have you guys seen it? Because it is awesome. It is so cool. Yeah, let's see if I have any. I don't think I have any other health things, right? Yeah. It was very, very cool. I already looked at damage bonus. Let's just see in general what some of my better cards are. Wait a second. Wait a second. There we go. Show me those high level cards. Oh, it's because I still have this in here. Goon Squad over here. All right. Ooh, lots for the Sentinel. Let's look at some rarer cards here. I already have them equipped. Damage against beasts? I like that. Actually, I'm gonna pick this restorative response one. Rally? Oh, let's see if I rally. Darn it. No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. We'll go with these. Look at all these set bonuses, guys. I'm rolling in it. Damage bonus. I've got this increase for proc chance too, and then health increase. So that is solid. And I gotta be a hot dog. It's been way too long. I'm just picturing like using my custom secondary skin dye colors to like make the mustard into ketchup. What do you guys put on your hot dogs? I'm like I said, I mean, we're from Madison, Midwest, and if you aren't from the US, if you're familiar with some of the bigger cities, because Madison's like not that big, how about Chicago? A lot of people have heard of Chicago. We're really close to Chicago, less than 3 hours away, and I've heard that in Chicago it's basically a crime to put ketchup on a hot dog, so gotta stick it to them. All right, there's a lot of folks in here. Very nice. Let me see what I have in my vault. Yep. Let's withdraw something. I've got all these fragments from the event. I'm gonna withdraw. I'm just gonna withdraw all of them. Do I have any keys ready? I don't think I do. I could just go buy one, that's no biggie. Zoop, zoop, zoop. There's my girl, the treasure hunter. And let's get a key. Here, let me see if anyone in the server wants to run something. Who wants to run a dungeon? Find out. So yeah, follow-up plus rally plus vampiric. That's 3 of our 4 slots. What would you guys put in the 4th one if you're building like the perfect hand? Any? I like that. I like the attitude. Let's do... What haven't I done in a while? Let's do tier 4. Oh, this guy just said tier 9. Oh, darn it. Hopefully that'll be okay. Should we do a hard mode? They're probably going to want a hard mode. I don't know if I have any... Yeah, oh, I've got bloodstone. All right, let's grab some of that. Okay. Let's TP to tier 4. See y'all there. All right, we got this. Zoop. And here's the dungeon. Oh, where are we at here? I'll wait for them. We can all run together. I don't know if they TP'd to the same one that I did though. Probably not. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot to level up. No! Oh my gosh, that's a rookie mistake. Oh my god. They're all like probably waiting, like, where'd she go though? Okay, well that's embarrassing. But while we're here, let's see if I can... Let's buy some legacies. Oh, I don't even have enough valor. Ah, nerds. All right. Sorry, folks. I'm just gonna call this one hi, and we're gonna fly through. We already picked out our legacies. We don't need them. There are people waiting for me. I gotta go. All right. Debug info, toggle. Sorry, guys. On my way. Classic. Let's just take our vitamins before I forget this time. That's so embarrassing. And hop into hard mode. Nice, 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 nice. They're all patiently waiting. Thank you. Oh, oh my gosh, gotta get that silver. But yeah. Aha, there we go. Money, 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 money. All right, I'm on my way, friends. Thank you for your patience. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Wait, let me... Oh my god. Oh shoot. Did we? Oh my gosh, I went to the wrong one! No! Alright. Be right there, squad. Curse you, bonfires! Alright. On my way. Zoom, 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 zoom. These guys are like, what is taking so long? Just a big ol' nerd. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, gotta go fast. We have all day. I know. You guys are so good and pure. Thank you. Thank you for being so patient. And let me turn God mode off because I'm not a nerd. And let me turn off no clip because we don't need to go through walls. Oh, someone already opened it. Good stuff. All right, cool. We in it, fam. Let's take down this bear. Oh, I should have played as the druid. I always like to play as the druid and show off my best bear suit when I take down the shaman. It just feels right. All right. Going through the dungeon with my squad. All right. I love this one because you're all like slippy slidey around. That is, I will say, something that we're considering doing for the winter event, which probably will not be quite as extensive as Deep Night was, but we do have some things in mind that we're definitely considering. And slippy slidies are one of those things. So, kind of reminds me of if you guys played like Pokemon, where you would go through the different like ice caves and stuff, and you could just like slip slide around. I think Zelda has some stuff like that too, where it's like some cool puzzles that you can solve by kind of skating around things. I've always really liked that in games, so I'm really happy that we got some of that and survived by. So a wee bit laggy in here. Hopefully it won't literally kill us because that would not be good. We got this. Oh. Spooky, spooky ice spiders. Some of the Chimera in here are my favorites. I don't know what it is about like the reindeer ones that are just really cool to me. I guess it's more like a stag. I don't know, is there a difference? That's embarrassing, I don't know. Because obviously an elk and a reindeer aren't the same thing, but I think a stag is just like another way of saying a deer. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Oh no! I'm so busy thinking about like high school biology that here we are. Rippin' pepperonis, Katie. Rippin' pepperonis. Well, let's mark all of these things for Valor. We're gonna get 500 Valor out of it because I gave myself some vitamins, and I think that we can do a little upgrading. So, counterattack. Oh, actually, wait, do I have enough to buy some? Yes! Okay. I'm gonna buy one standard Ancestral Legacy. Hard is too hard for me, by the way. Hababa Jabba. Apparently, so is saying your name for me. But yeah, oh, that's right. And you can buy these with Electrum too, by the way. I do not have enough for anything outside of these, so I'm just gonna unlock a few of these. Actually, you can also buy Electrum right from these menus too, which is really nice. Let's see. Yeah, I'll grab one of those. It's gonna be follow up. Yes, it's follow up. That's exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. Oh, that's so cool. That is so good. I didn't plan that. I don't have any like magic powers over that. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, well, it's a low level one, but let's just level up a little bit for the heck of it. Zoom, 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 zoom. It is not rare, but it is still going to have a special place in my heart just because it was so crazy that I happened to get it. So now it's level 7 and we're going to get 2.26 energy. You can chain those together and get all kinds of wild special attack action going on. And I will generate one more character. We can just kind of hang out in town here. Let's see. What do I want to name this one? I'm going to call it Hababa Jama. There we go. In honor of our Twitch friend here. Just gonna skip the legacies just because I'm mostly just gonna be hanging out in town with you guys. Not really going anywhere. This character is probably gonna go in the trash arena as soon as I'm done here, but turn off my all-seeing eye here. Schulmeister, it is possible to play without paying money. So anything that you see, not just like in-game purchasable utility items, but also cosmetics, any of that kind of stuff you can get just through playing the game. So you play, you do these quests, and actually let me pull it up on this menu, which is super nice. So here's your challenges. I always like to track things here personally. You can see your active quests, available challenges, which can help earn you some extra valor, but quests and the challenge board are going to be how you actually earn some of that stuff, which is right here. Oh, you have to talk to the captain of the guard. All right, there we go. This is how you can earn some of those bloodstone, and then bloodstone and items and things like that can all be exchanged for Electrum using the auction house. So the value oh my gosh, the value of bloodstone and Electrum and things like that is kind of determined by the player. So it's very much like a player-controlled economy, which is pretty cool. And so you can use all of the bloodstone that you're earning from these quests to trade in for Electrum, and then you can use that Electrum to purchase skins. And we do have skins and things like that available at all different levels, so some are more expensive than others. This guy's like, zoom, 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 zoom. Lightning McQueen over here. Two can play at that game. And so you can earn any of those things. You also saw back at the treasure hunter. Good night. I'm still here, fam. You also saw the treasure hunter that you can use that bloodstone to also purchase things like keys. And when we have these brand new skin dyes coming out, that'll also be another bloodstone cost. So if you aren't using bloodstone to trade in for things like Electrum, you can be using it for all kinds of other really cool stuff. But yeah, Schulmeister, if you don't have the beta yet, just click on that link that I put into the chat and you can actually grab a key immediately. So you can get in here ASAP. And like I said, we will be changing the way that we distribute keys in the coming weeks. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be posting how that works onto places like our forums. I'm sure we'll update you guys on social too, but we have a Twitter @PlaySurviveBy, a Facebook, which is just Survive By, and then our forums, which is we've explored those before, but I'll just pull that up just in case you've never been here. That is forums.surviveby.com. Oh, and it looks like we might already have some crafting system feedback. So if Karnas, if you're one of the people in the Twitch stream, then you are awesome. I'm here. Okay. So thank you all for tuning in. I really hope that you guys enjoyed some of the cool new stuff that we debuted today. And I look forward to seeing all of your feedback on the forums. And of course, just seeing all of you hanging out in the town square like we are right now. I will see all of you next week. I hope you have a great weekend. Submit to Heartland Horrors, please. Bye-bye.